Tutbury Castle is a ruined medieval castle in the town of Tutbury, Staffordshire, England, and is in the ownership of the Duchy of Lancaster, currently King Charles III. The castle's history was often turbulent and was besieged on a number of occasions, as well as being the prison for Mary Queen of Scots. With such a history, it is no wonder that it is reported to be haunted. Tutbury Castle attracts thousands of visitors each year, most of which experience nothing out of the ordinary, but over the years there has been numerous reports of the paranormal. One sighting is of the ghostly figure of a man wearing a full suit of armour. This apparition has been seen outside John of Gaunt's gateway, where it stands as if on guard duty. A family visiting some time ago saw this armoured man as they approached the gate and assumed that it was a reenactor. As they got close, the spirit shouted, "Get thee hence," and disappeared right before their eyes. A couple of years after this sighting, the armoured ghost was seen again standing guard at the gate. A handful of people had seen him, and one of the visitors reported hearing him say, "Get over the fence." To date, nobody knows who this ghost is, nor why he stands guard at the gate. The armoured ghost is not the only phantom seen at the gate, as over the years the ghost of a drummer boy has been seen, and often heard at night, rhythmically beating his drum. On the grassy bank around the North Tower, a white human-shaped mist is often seen floating down into the dungeon. This same mist has been sighted around the South Tower too, and I have myself captured this picture while visiting at night. Another ghost that has been reported is that of a little girl who appears to be around 5 years old. She has often been felt and experienced in the king's bedroom. People have reported her pulling fingers, holding hands, removing rings, and causing an electric pulse in the arm. Others report that the ghost of the girl is actually a little boy, who is often seen sitting on the stairs of the Great Hall and running across its wooden floor. He has been described as wearing a white shirt with long curly hair. His lifelike appearance has often led visitors to believe he's a real boy. Whether or not these two spirits are the same or connected in some way is not known with any certainty. The most famous of all the ghosts seen at Tutbury Castle is of Mary Queen of Scots, who was twice held prisoner at the castle, first in 1569 and again in 1585. Mary despised Tutbury and described the castle as sitting squarely on top of a mountain in the middle of a plain. It was cold, draughty and extremely damp. She wrote of its miseries in winter as the wind whistled through her chamber, threatening Mary's already delicate health. With Mary's dislike for the castle, it is a surprise that her spirit is in visitation here, but her ghost has been reported numerous times. There was a mass sighting in 2004 when 40 men saw her ghostly apparition standing on top of the South Tower, peering down at them. They described her as being dressed in a full white Elizabethan gown, with an expressionless face as white as snow. At first, the men joked as they believed that a staff member had dressed up to play a prank on them. When they challenged a staff member, they were told that no one was dressed in a white gown and that they didn't play tricks on guests. The men were profoundly disturbed by this experience, and what makes this a significant report is the fact that it was saw by so many. Other credible witnesses have reported the same ghostly figure walking at a breakneck pace across the grass towards the king's lodging. There are reports of sightings of Mary to this day, particularly during the nighttime hours. She has been seen by several senior members of staff who are quick to brush off anything paranormal about the castle. archaeologists who were taking part in an extensive dig at the castle between 2004 and 2007 witnessed her as well. They claim to have seen her ghostly figure floating in mid-air where her lodgings once stood. Staff leaving the castle have reported a black figure looking through the window of the Great Hall, and film and TV crews have often reported batteries suddenly draining in their cameras and equipment. Blue lights have been witnessed sparking and moving around some of the rooms and disappearing through walls. Many have often seen lights circling people, predominantly Leslie Smith, the creator, when playing Mary Queen of Scots in the Great Hall, and thousands of orbs have been caught on camera. Despite many witnesses being credible and with nothing to gain, skeptics dismiss any notion of Tutbury Castle being haunted. The phenomenon reported, they claim, is easily explainable as being natural or misinterpreted tricks. With so much paranormal activity, Tutbury Castle is perhaps one of the most haunted castles in Britain, but whether or not it is haunted comes down to one question: do you believe?